Hello and welcome to what should be the first in a new range of videos covering Savage Worlds 3.3 and 3.4 rule sets for Fantasy Grounds 2. To start with, we've loaded up the Savage Worlds Deluxe rule set, and I'm going to be showing off the new chase tool. So the situation we'll have here is we've got three characters, John Mallow, Angelica Morgan and Big Dave Love, and they're going to be being chased down the road by some big scary scarecrows, who as you can see are quite nastily armed. So without further ado, we'll load the chase tool. An extra button, as you can see, will be added when you load the deluxe tools, and that's the chase tracker. So we open that up. It's been skinned subtly differently, so you can actually tell the difference between the combat tracker and the chase tracker. As you can see, colour wise they're subtly different, otherwise it can be potentially possible to get the two muddled up. So we'll just drag the NPCs in like so, and we'll drag some scarecrows in. What we'll do is we'll put the scarecrows in as a group of we'll put the scarecrows in individually. As you can see, the combat tracker is subtly different. So without further ado, we shall basically start the first round of the chase. Round 1. So basically what happens now is John Mallow, it's a foot chase, so John Mallow makes an agility check. And a 10, that's pretty good. That gets him 1 card for a success and 1 card for a raise, so we give him 2 cards. Then we go to Angelica Morgan, and she does the same thing. She's only done a single success, so we just click the ones. And then we do Big Dave. He's got very low agility, so he might know he's made a single success, which is all very well. Then we come down to the scarecrows, so we'll just basically do an agility check for each of the scarecrows. Okie dokie. I think we only had the 3 scarecrows, didn't we? So a 5 is a single, a 9 is 2, and 11 is 3. Now you can click here to deal with the first one, but for subsequent ones you actually have to click on the shoe. So at the end of all that, there's the chase tracker. So what I haven't done is shared it out to the players, not that the players can see it, but that's what the player view will look like. Let's turn on the bad guys again, so you can hide the bad guys off the, just like on the combat tracker, you can hide them, so if you want people in the chase that the party don't necessarily know about, you can turn it off and on. Now what will happen now is the players will pick the card they want. So you can see John Mallow will pick the 10. So basically all you do as a player, which you can't see on this screen, is you just double click the card. Angelica doesn't have any choice, she's only got the 1. Same with Big Dave Love. So as the GM, I'm going to pick the 7 of spades. I've got a choice for the 3 and the jack, and the scarecrow number 3. Now this is the interesting choice with chases. Now the 8 is obviously a higher card, but it's a club, so it wouldn't mean complications. So in this case, scarecrow number 3 is actually going to pick the 6 of diamonds. So when that's all done in place, the last thing to do is to basically reorder the combatants. And as you can see now, what happens is the chase tool has reordered everybody into the sequence of action. So basically now Big Dave Love, he's got the Queen of Diamonds. So if we go to the chase rules and scroll it down a bit, we can check what his range is, because with a Queen or above, he's medium range with -2. Big Dave does carry a gun, so with a -2 penalty, Big Dave can make a shot with his Glock. 8 -2 is a 6, so that is a successful hit on one of the scarecrows. So he opens fire, doing 8 points of damage. So 8 points of damage on a scarecrow. That's all very well, but being the chase tracker now, just showing the cards, is a bit tricky to actually see what's going on. So at this point, what you'll want to do is once you've picked all the cards, you're just going to click the toggle cards, and then most of the functionality of the combat tracker comes back. So you can just, if we click on the group shield at the top here, we can turn everything on, and we can see that 8 points of damage on a toughness 5 scarecrow will shake it. So we'll just put the shaken token on the scarecrow as such, and then we'll move down the combat tracker to scarecrow number 2. So as the scarecrow's now been shaken, so obviously he's got to basically make a spirit roll to unshake, which he does. However, of course, as per the normal rules, he's not going to be doing much else. Okay, Angelica Morgan. She's on the 10, but she's got a club, so we'll look on the complication table, and we see that on the 10 of clubs, she's hit a major obstacle. An object of some sort gets in the way. This being a foot chase, probably down a country lane. She's probably run into a pothole, knowing the English countryside and the road conditions around here. So basically speaking, she's got to avoid the obstacle by making an agility check at -2. So therefore, she'll make her agility check at -2. Oh dear, she completely fails it. She could spend a penny, but obviously we won't worry too much about that. So basically, she suffers a point of fatigue. And she obviously trips and twists her ankle badly. That out the way, she can now continue to act this turn. So what she got? She's got a 10. So at 10, she's at long range. So basically, she's obviously trailing quite a bit behind that other scarecrow. And she's unfortunately unarmed. So therefore, she can't do much about anything. So we'll move down to John Mallow, who's on the 9. Again, he is at long range, I seem to recall. Let's check. Yep, he's at long range. That's a -4. Again, what is it with boys with guns? This guy's got a... John Marlowe's armed with a gun as well, so he'll take a pot shot. And even with his penalties, he still manages to score a hit, so we'll roll for damage. Doing 5 points of damage. He decides he's going to target the scarecrow behind him, like so. So we'll move down to that scarecrow. That scarecrow's going to make a spirit check, which he successfully does, but of course that's all the scarecrow can do. And finally we're down to the last scarecrow. Now the last scarecrow has only got 6, so again he's at long range. So being armed with only a dagger and a scythe, there's not a lot he can do, except continue to try to keep up. So we're on to round 2. As you can see, as soon as I click round 2, it clears all the cards and instantly moves back to the deal mode. So we shall make our agility checks again for Dave. That's bad, he's not got anything this round. And there's Angelica. And there's Mr. Mallow. So again, I say Dave with this round would get no cards. Angelica would get 1 card. John Mallow would only get 1 card. Not a bad card though, the Joker. And then we would do the cards for the scarecrows. So 4, no card, no card. So the cards are dealt, so now we've got to allocate them. You can allocate for the players yourselves, and then we'll reorder the combatants. And obviously we'll go back into combat tracker mode, as it were. And that basically is the chase functionality. As you can see, it's very nice, very simple, and basically perfectly supports the new chase rules. I hope you found that helpful. Thank you very much.